So Shape Tape has a new color corrector, y'all, and we are going to test it out on these dark circles right here to see if this is going to be worth the price and if it actually does cover deep dark hyperpigmentation. So if you are interested in that, please stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to my video. It's CammyJOfficial, so let's start the show. My name is Cammy. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get right to the video. So the Tarte Shape Tape Corrector retails for $30, and for $30 you are getting 0.2 ounces of product, and it also comes in 6 different shades. So I got the shade orange because I feel like orange just goes better with my complexion overall when color correcting. So that is a color I'm going to test for you today. So this is what the packaging looks like. It looks exactly like the concealer packaging for Tarte Shape Tape. So this is the applicator of the color corrector, and it is very different than the actual Shape Tape concealer. This is a lot flatter, while the Shape Tape concealer has a big doe foot applicator. So I did also go ahead and pick up the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Deep to pair with the color corrector to see how well they work together for coverage purposes as well. So as you can see, the concealer for Shape Tape has a very different applicator. So just keep in mind, if you're picking this up and you think it's going to be exactly like the concealer, it definitely is not in the regard of the applicator. All right, so I'm going to take it here and I am going to start on this side with the hyperpigmentation here, and I am just going to dot this on to start off small. So as you can see, a little bit is all I honestly needed, because look how much of this came out with just that tiny application. So now I'm going to use my Sephora number 57 concealer blending brush to blend this in. Just gonna spray with a little bit of water. All right, so now I'm going to blend this out right here. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, those 3 dots are about to do a lot of damage under the eye, which is not a bad thing. So I'm just gonna take that here and I'm gonna continue to blend, just tapping lightly, and whatever is left on the brush. I'm also going to do the bridge of my nose because, as you guys can see, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation there as well. All right, so I have blended this side in so you guys can take a look there. I feel like I could have honestly used 1 or 2 dots. I feel like that would have been sufficient, but I started off with 3. This is my first time using this product, so I didn't know. But yeah, this stretches a lot. Like, it stretches a lot. Now, looking in my mirror, I can still see just a little bit of breakthrough right there. And I still definitely see breakthrough here. On this part of the bridge of my nose, I can see the hyperpigmentation peeking through a little bit. So I'm just going to add a tap more right here on the bridge of my nose to see if we can build that up, because that's going to be important to see if this is buildable. So I'm just going to do that 1 tap. You guys can see just 1 tap right there. And I'm just going to take this brush again and I'm going to blend this in. All right, so I've tapped that in and blended it, and I can still see the hyperpigmentation right there, just a little peeking through, but we'll see what happens with the concealer. Now I'm going to repeat the steps here on my really bad eye. This eye has the deepest hyperpigmentation. Okay, I started off with 1 dot right there because this comes out a lot. And taking this again, just going to blend it. Like, guys, 1 dot. 1 dot I think is all you're going to need. So this on the really bad eye, I'm just going to blend it like I did the other side. Just concentrating it right there and then just blending it up and outward. All right, so that's blended here on the really bad eye. I do feel like it does give really good coverage for a color corrector when it comes to that here. And now I'm going to do the bridge of the nose separately because we learned that we only need 1 dot for this. So I'm gonna take it right here on this really bad area, 1 dot, and just gently tap this in. Like, guys, this is definitely a little bit goes a long way situation. This is like the first time I've ever had to wipe off. I'm wiping it off here on this because I don't want it to be too much. A dot, this is potent. This is potent for sure, because a dot is definitely spreading a lot right there in that area. So I blended it, and just like on the other side, the bridge of the nose area right in here, I still see that darkness. Like, you can see it right there, like poking through. So again, I'm just gonna add another tiny dot and try to build it up as it dries down on that side. So this is what my face looks like right now. Now it is time for our concealer. So I'm gonna grab my Shape Tape in the color Dark, and I'm going to start on this eye. I'm going to just put 3 dots of that there. Okay, so taking my damp beauty blender, I will go ahead and blend this in to see how well this can cover with their color corrector. I do like pairing things from the same line together, because when you're in the store and you see them next to each other, you're just compelled to buy them together because you assume that they are meant to work together well. So I'm going to continue to blend that up here. All right, so that is what the Shape Tape looks like there. So I used 3 little dots, and I feel like it's okay. I feel like I just need to add a little bit more because I can see the red poking through from the color corrector. So this is the side fully blended. I feel like this color match is really good for me, and this is how the under eye looks. So I feel like you do have to layer this up a little bit if you don't use like half a dot of this, because that's all you're gonna need for the color corrector. But I feel like this looks really good. Guys, comment below and let me know how you're feeling this so far. But so far, I feel like this is good when we layer it up. So I am gonna do this side. So I'm going to do, from learning my lesson, we're gonna do those dots here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add dots on the bridge of the nose, because we already know we want to cover those areas as well. So we're gonna see, but I'm just gonna dot this around. So after letting it dry down a little bit, I see that the bridge of the nose area on both sides, that hyperpigmentation, that darkness is still visible right here. So I'm gonna grab my Old Faithful, which is the Laura Mercier setting powder in the color Honey. I'm only gonna use this much setting powder. I'm going to set my under eyes lightly like I always do. All right, so I have set it with the setting powder, and now I'm going to grab my setting spray. So I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus Spray. All right, so everything has dried down. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about this Tarte Shape Tape color corrector in the shade Orange. Now, for $30, I'm comparing this to my $6-7 LA Pro Girl concealer that I've been rocking with for a long time. Like a long time, guys. This is disappointing. This is very disappointing. And the Shape Tape concealer is equally as disappointing. Like, y'all, for $30, I'm going to say no, and here is why. So looking at my face, I've gotten better for a lot less. And this just goes to show that more expensive does not necessarily always translate into the best product that works for you. Like comparing this to my LA Pro Girl, I would never have to work this hard to get the color corrector to work. I don't know if this is because the consistency of this is more watery and not as thick as LA Pro Girl, but there's just something about this that I honestly don't like as a color corrector. So after setting it with powder and the setting spray, you guys can see that all right here, hyperpigmentation is coming through. Right here, the hyperpigmentation is definitely still coming through. It's not perfectly covered. It's not perfectly concealed. I can say the same thing for this side. I see the hyperpigmentation in my mirror right here, and I can see the hyperpigmentation on the bridge of the nose. And it's just not providing the level of coverage I would have expected from something that is $30 and comes from a really high quality, typically known as a higher end makeup company like Tarte. I'm gonna say this Tarte Shape Tape Color Corrector for me is going to be a pass. Now, this is just my review. You are more than welcome, and I do encourage you to go out and try this if you want to, especially if your hyperpigmentation is not as deep and not as full and not as bad as mine. This may be the perfect thing for you, but for me and my dark circles and from what I expect, the performance is just gonna be a no, and I'm just gonna have to be honest with that. But guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video review. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel, clicking on that notification bell so that way you know whenever I post more videos. But as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.